But this one is kind of funny, I guess. But it's like stop gooning. If you have this issue as a male, my audience I'm pretty sure is mostly male. If you have the issue with gooning, bro, you gotta fix that shit. So we don't see. I don't even know what he's gonna talk about, but this guy's pretty popular. This is McQueen live. Why you need to stop gooning today? This is why y'all need to stop doing it. I'm gonna put this on. I'm a child of the Lord. I don't be doing none of that.
I hate to be it, but I'd be lying if I don't get temptation sometimes. That's all right, brother. You know, it's all right. There's nothing wrong with getting temptation. I still get temptation. I literally still get temptation, bro. That doesn't mean that you're not human anymore. You feel me? Like, as long as you're inside of your skin, you're gonna get temptation. As long as you're having a human experience, you're gonna get temptation. It's not about not feeling temptation. It's about feeling the temptation and choosing to do the right thing anyways.
Yeah.
And doing that enough times to where now that becomes the new normal instead of you just giving in to the temptation. You understand?
I feel you.
So it's nothing wrong with that, brother. It's gonna be tough at first, but that's how growth starts. You don't grow from being from being comfortable. You grow from being uncomfortable, and transitioning from overcoming your normal state of lust where you just give in immediately because the moment your dong get hard, you feel like you have to give into that. You got to go and watch that video. You got to hit up that girl. You got to go and pull your dong out and beat off. You don't got to do that. You have a choice. You understand that.
You really do.
You have a choice. So take control of your mind that God gave you. Okay. Stop letting it control you and pull you all these different directions and say, hey, I'm in control. And I choose to not give away my love for us. And it's going to be uncomfortable.
My love for
It's going to be uncomfortable. I'm trying to tell y'all, this might be funny to y'all.
It is a little bit.
But I don't think y'all understand the extents that I went to give up beating off. I don't think y'all understand. But since we're live, I'm going to go ahead and give you, maybe this will inspire somebody. Nigga, bro, I joined a community. Okay? I joined a community of profuse, chronic meat beaters.
Bro.
Okay? Like, I'm saying I joined the community, and I'm sitting there like, damn, man, I thought I was bad. These Negroes in here telling me, yeah, man, I just can't stop beating, man. It's been like 4-5 times today, and I just am in a dark place. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. You're like, yeah. I'd be in a very dark place, too. I feel bad for your weenie, brother, okay? But there's some dudes out there that are messed up. And when I joined the community, it made me realize, oh, damn, I'm actually not that bad. And if these guys are struggling this hard and I'm really not that bad, man, well, I ain't got no reason to be sitting here complaining. I ain't got no reason to be sitting
That's how I
here.
be thinking,
I'm not
too.
alone.
I be like, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really not that bad for real. I be like, niggas gotta be way worse than me. Like, I believe, like, I'm like, man, niggas way worse than me. But you can't have that mindset. You gotta have, like, a better mindset than that. You gotta, like, still be better. Like, no matter what. You still gotta be better.
I'm not alone on this. These, I don't know what these...
They be on crazy shit.
I'm like, hey, man, honestly, I'm still in the community. It's like a Telegram group. So I can still see the messages pop up, and it's like a dude that just pops up every day. Bro, I busted another again. Life is dark right now.
Nigga, no, bruh. Damn, why should have muted?
On my screen, I gotta go and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was being pulled for so many different ways. That's not a good feeling to know that you're not in control of your spirit. You're not in control of your mind, your body. You're not in control of that. Because if the moment you get any urge, there's always going to be temptation. There's always going to be there's always going to be some yitties. There's always going to be all that.
Always.
So you telling me that every single time that happens, I got to go and beat off? That is, you know what I'm saying? That's just stupid. What kind of, that's... It's going to get to the point where you in a party and you see a bopper with with a big booty. What, you finna go to the bathroom and rub one out? You know what I'm saying? It's Negroes that do that.
Is it really?
It's Negroes that do that.
Nah.
I'm not afraid to sit there and say, no, I haven't done that at all. So it's not good. I haven't just,
He said, I don't think personally I've been down that bad. I really don't think I've been down that bad to do that shit. But y'all niggas crazy. Like, Batman couldn't pull this information out from me. Like, y'all be wild with this shit, though. Some of y'all, like, can't sleep without that shit. Like, y'all need help, bro. And that's okay. Like, you know, it's okay. Y'all can get some help.
You know?
That's it.
I was not that bad.
That's why we watching this.
But there's dudes out there that have done that, okay?
He one of them, bro.
And McQueen had to beat off instead of calling up a chick. Yeah, bro, because beating off is easier to do than calling up a girl and having to talk to her and deal with her.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And listen to her dumb. You know, oh my God, nobody cares. Nobody cares, Bobber. I wish I could say the B word. You know, nobody cares. You thought nobody cares. Okay.
You thought.
So instead, I could go and look at whatever girl I'm imagining, whatever girl I want, and just imagine I'm knocking her down, beat one off, and then I don't have to spend no money, no time, no energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go pick her up. I don't got to do none of that. I already imagine me knocking this bobber down right here, right now. It's done. It's over with. And I don't have to deal with her afterwards, because you already know, most of these girls, man, once you knock them down, you skeet, baby, you need to get out of here. What are you here for? You ain't got nothing. You just like, damn, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you don't gotta do none of that. But that's the dangers of it. That is the actual dangers of it. Is that it's so accessible, it's so easy that you can do it as many times as you want and get the same and trick your mind into thinking, right? That you accomplished something good, that you accomplished something worthy of feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dopamine hit. It's a dopamine hit, you know? So, you know, you just gotta stop. You gotta really choose. Don't give in to it, man. Don't
That's crazy.
give in. That's why you think it's a good idea to do in the moment, but every single time you bust a nut, what is the feeling afterward? Oh, damn it. Damn it, man.
Rats. Fuck.
Damn it. I'm praying to God, please forgive me, Lord. Please. Please, I won't do it again.
I hit that one.
Probably did it again an hour later.
Oh, no. That's devious.
You feel an immense amount of shame.
That's devious word.
You feel like a damn hornball. You feel like just a dirty skeet all over your chest.
Damn, bro, chill out. That's way too much.
He's like, damn, what am I doing with my life?
He can't say B word, but he's saying all that.
Lotion bottle, you just start looking. You start realizing what's really going on in your life. In that moment.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Oh. You know, it's messed up. It's really disgusting.
It really is.
You know what? Y'all want to know one time?
Really
y'all want to know when I really knew I needed to stop? And this is gonna be really on some Diddy stuff. I'm not even gonna hold you. But to myself, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because I want you guys to really understand the severity, okay, that I was dealing with, to the point where you know you need to stop. And I'm not believing it for a second that this also hasn't happened to one of y'all. Okay? I'm not believing it for a second. You can act cool all you want. But I'm not believing it for a second that this has happened to y'all, okay? So one time I was beating off, and my dong, right? My dong kind of like, it points directly up. It's like very parallel to, you know, my chin. All right?
That was the straightest face possible.
And I just remember one time I was beating off, and I don't know how I didn't. I don't know how I couldn't see this coming.
No, bro. No. Why do I know what he's about to talk about, bro? And this hasn't happened, bro. Oh, man.
No pun intended. All right. But I was just
someone else.
Oh. And it hit my chin, bro. It hit my chin. So I really just skated on my chin, bro.
That's crazy.
And it was the most vile, disgusting, nasty thing that I have ever experienced. Because I'm like, you know, I immediately was like,
this nigga is so wild.
You know, I went and got a towel and just, you know, I was pissed. I was so angry. I was in the shower like, that is just, what are you doing, dude?
What are you doing with your life?
Like, imagine God seeing that. Imagine, he saw it too.
Him just watching
like, imagine
there,
God outside your window, just like, nasty ass.
You dirty nigga.
Bro, you just look at his neck, bro. Just nothing on his chin, huh?
Oh, man.
It's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting.
You a dangerous man.
Imagine if that clip got sent out to the internet. Oh, it'd be over for me. I could never live that down. Okay? We talking about all this crazy stuff with Tory and DDG and what's that? Who else?
Maybe.
Is getting messed up right now? I think Kai.
Oh.
You know? We talking about all that stuff. Yeah, that sucks. That's bad for sure. I'm not diminishing the issues. I'm not diminishing that at all. But imagine getting exposed for nothing on your own chin and it getting sent out to the internet. It don't matter what.
He didn't have to fucking zoom in, bro. Like, he could have backed the fuck up. Like, why do you have to get closer to the camera? I got the point. Damn, nigga, you spent all kinds of money on that game. I'm gonna have to catch up.
What I do, even if I'm trying to inspire y'all, hey man, go out and get you somebody. Hey, hold on, remember that time ain't that the dude that nutted on his chin? Nothing I say will be taken seriously anymore.
Ever.
You know?
Ever again, bro. you nigga on his chin? You that nigga, huh? It's like a damn movie. Like a damn movie. He thinking about it.
Not your first stream. Stop the cat. I mean, okay. Maybe I did a couple streams. But do you feel better now, buddy? Do you feel better now, Inspector Gadget? Do you feel better that this wasn't the first all-time stream that came from McQueen? I hope that made you feel better, buddy. All right? But someone asked me, was that the final? Yes, that was the final straw, for sure. 100%. I was done after that.
Looked in the mirror.
I was done. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm joining the community.
I have to change my life.
I'm doing whatever I need to do. Bro, it got so bad. You know how much... If you think you're not addicted to beating off, try to stop. Just try to stop. Try to stop. Because a lot of y'all don't lie. A lot of y'all are like, oh, no, I can stop anytime I want, man. I just do it just because, you know. All right. Try to stop. Watch what happens to your brain. Watch how much of a crackhead you become. Bro, it got so bad. Okay? I got to like maybe
it is bad like day 6.
Week 4.
Certain bad.
Maybe week... No. I got to like week 5. Like a month and like a week. Okay? And, bro, it got so bad that I literally started crying. It's like...
That's never been
that
that
bad.
bad.
A nut. You know? I couldn't.
No fucking way.
Like,
bro.
my eyes started getting watery. I had to go outside. I'm like walking near the water in Miami. Okay? And I got my hands in my pocket. I'm like looking out in the water and tears coming down my eyes. Someone probably looking at me like, oh, he going through it. The whole time I'm thinking about the fact that I can't bust a nut. I can't beat my meat right now. Like, imagine that. You know? You have no idea. I always say you never know what people are going through. What I was going through was being emotional over the fact that I couldn't beat my dong. Is that not funny?
That's
like,
hilarious.
it gets that bad, dude. Your brain is that addicted to dopamine. Okay? It's that addicted to dopamine that when you're not getting it, you become emotional as hell.
He's making valid ass points though. I'm not even capping. Like, that shit is tough. Like, literally, try stopping, bro. Like, by day 7, I swear you don't be shaking your damn boots trying to stressing out, bro. Unless you're already used to it, bro. But if you're like a little fiend or whatever, chill out for like a week, bro. And you don't feel the effects. But you'll notice a difference immediately. Like, 3rd day, you don't notice the difference. Just literally try it, man. All you gotta do is just relax. Y'all gotta chill in the gooning.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you're... It's
I be
literally a
regressing
drug,
all the
dude.
time, though.
It's literally a drug. and it really is. Dopamine is a drug. Okay? The PORN addiction is just as strong as heroin. Okay? It really is. Try, if you don't believe me, try to stop. Try to stop. Okay?
I'd be chilling.
Then I did ayahuasca, and it sent me to this place where there's no way I could ever relapse ever again. There's no way. Okay? There's no way. It made me step outside of what is actually happening and look at it from a third person, like, oh, wow, damn, no wonder, all right. Well, once I go back in there, I can just fix everything around. And that's what I did. And there's no way I can go back now. Now I understand the God inside of me, you know? You guys know we're all God, right? If you don't know, we are all God. We're all gods and goddesses. Okay, I don't want to get deep into that, but we are all gods and we're all goddesses because of God. I want you to understand that, all right? Hear me out, because a lot of people, no, there's only one God. Yes, there is, but because of the fact that there's only one God, we are also all gods and goddesses.
That DMT hit him hard.
You gotta understand that power that you got inside you, dude. You know? Does this mean you're a recovering addict? Yeah. I guess. I feel like I kind of got over like the whole, you know, trying my hardest, with all my, you know, veins popping on the side of my neck, trying not to beat off. I feel like I got past that point already. But yeah, you know, if we want to sit there and talk like I'm in you know, what are those recovering addict groups or whatever? If you know, sit around in a circle and we're all sitting on chairs, like, yeah, man, I've been beating off for 5 years, you guys. I'm a recovering addict. My name is McQueen. Hi, McQueen.
Hi, McQueen.
Yeah, and I've been beating my dong for the past 5 years, man. So here's my story. Yeah, if that's what it is, then yeah.
What story do you lead with?
And it's been how long now? What, 4 or 5 months? Wow, 4 or 5 months, man. It's beautiful. You know, I never thought I could reach it, y'all. I never thought it was possible. I really didn't, you know. Never thought it was possible, bro.
What are you striving for?
I mean, I feel like I got so much more energy now, you know. And I is it wrong? How do I say this? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a man and you found out about beating off around 13 or 14. Put a 1 in the chat if that's what happened to you. Because is it a far cry to say that that's pretty much when we all got put onto it? Is it a far cry? I feel like so. That because, you know, when I was...
I don't even know how it got put on. Like, PORN, that shit literally just showed up. I'm pretty sure back then when it wasn't even that prevalent. Now it's everywhere, but back then, bro, like, where did that shit come from? Because I didn't start searching for it. Like, that shit came up. I don't know, but it was around that time, though, about 12, 13. That's crazy, though. I didn't think everybody, like, experiences...
When I joined that community of, like, people who were just profusely beaten off, it doesn't matter if they were from Australia, you know, England, whatever. They all started at, like, you know, 13, 14, you know? Yeah, see? It's ones. It's all ones. You know?
I'll put a 1 in there if I was there.
I'm trying to tell you, fool. 12, right? Yeah, see? And it's actually sad, right? See, Josh? It's sad, ain't it? Oh, man. It's bad, fool. This is a real epidemic out here. Okay? Dudes can't stop beating they dick, bro. They can't.
It really seems
you see how
hard.
bad?
It's
6th grade? Oh, man. Damn. So you was 11? Hey, listen to me. I'm
sorry for your traumas.
I'm not trying to like make it see. I don't even know what to tell you. That sucks. But
that sucks.
I understand because as the internet grows, as the internet gets more accessible, you guys have more access to things at an earlier age. So of course it happens a lot faster. But, you know, 13 or 14, I feel like is when we pretty much as a whole that's when we got put onto it. And you got to realize, bro, no matter what age you are, when you started around 12, 13, 14, all right? And then you got to realize from that point on, okay, to whatever age you are now, even if it's only 20, 21, 19, okay, 25, 30, 40, doesn't matter, okay? And ever since the day that you started beating off, do you realize you don't even know what it's like to be a full-grown adult and have all of your life force? Have all of it? Do you remember when we were children, we were running around, just no thoughts in the world, just like fully energetic every single day?
We weren't beating off.
We could be outside all day till the street lights come on, and we still be ready to go out and function. You know, our parents had to get us home. You know, you had to. That's because we weren't skating. We had so much life force. We think it's because, we getting older. Yeah, man, hey, man, you know, I'm just old now, man. I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s, man. You know, hey, I ain't got enough energy as I used to. No, it's because you literally started beating off. You don't have your life force. Duh, of course you're going to be old and losing hair and no energy and, yeah, man, things just ain't the same. Duh, you won't stop beating your dong.
Leave it alone.
Okay? You don't even know what it's like to be a full-grown adult, fully activated. You don't even know. You don't even know what that feels like. I didn't know what that feels like. I still don't really know what the full effects feel like, but I can tell you as someone who's been like, 4 or 5 months now, I have never in my life, I feel like a superhero, fool. I feel like a superhero.
I feel them.
You know, I feel like a goddamn superhero. I don't need no goddamn DRUGSs. I don't need no, stimulants. I don't need no weed. I don't need no goddamn, how do I say? I don't need no drink. I don't need none of that. All I need is my life force. That's it. Okay? It powers everything I do. Working out, I feel like my pump is like crazy when I'm working out. I feel like I'm on roids. I feel like I'm on gear.
Damn.
But it's natural gear. That's how powerful your shit is, man. You know? Even when I'm outside trying to knock hoes with the videos or with the, I be recording, you know what I'm saying? I be knocking the bitches with the, right? Bro, a lot of the times I don't even need to say nothing. I don't even need to say nothing. I'm radiating, I'm vibrating at such a high frequency that the girls just smell it.
The aura.
Like, why he's so confident? Damn, he glowing. Let me look him up and down so he can, choosing. Hard. They throwing the choosing signals. I'm like, I don't even have to look for who I should talk to. They just looking me up and down. Oh, baby, okay, she need that. Let me go and get that band.
She need that.
You know? I was in a party last night. I was only in there for 15 minutes because I don't really function no more, y'all. I just can't do it, okay? But I was in there because the homie told me, yeah, man, we having a housewarming party, whatever. We'll come through, whatever. I go in there. It's the typical house party. You know, Bobolinis everywhere. Drunk, getting loaded, okay? These goofballs with fake chains on, trying to act like, trying to stunt, trying to get the hoe, whatever, okay? I walked in, did a little lap. Man, I'm trying to tell you, and I'm not trying to say this to be cocky. I'm just telling you like the real experience. Boppers, choosing, hard. Why? Because I am the only one in the party, I guarantee you, who has all of his life force.
Has aura.
And therefore, you don't come from a place of neediness. You don't come from a place of, imagine how it feels as a man to not need a woman because you respect your life force so much that you don't even want her nut. You don't even want to get, baby, what you gonna do for this nut?
What you gonna do
What
for
you
it?
gonna do? What you gonna do to get my life force that I need to get up and be focused and be driven and make money and come up with ideas and pray and meditate and feel good and feel happy? What are you gonna do to come and take that away from me? What you gonna do? What is the compensation I'm getting for that? Because if you really put that into perspective, that is priceless. That's priceless. You're telling me the life force that I need to become rich and become super successful, you're just gonna come and take that away from me, and I get nothing from it. I get nothing. All I get left with is, damn, hold up, this bitch ain't got nothing to offer, baby. Get out of my crib. That's all I get? Nah. And then on top of it, you got to pay for it, essentially. Taking her out on dates, put on gas money to go pick her up, money on the food, money on the drinks, and that's just the monetary money, you know. That's the monetary money. What's more important is your time and your energy and your focus that you could be putting towards you getting rich. You spending that on her, okay, and you get nothing in return. You know that, right? You think you're getting something in return because you get to bust a nut. But what happens after that? How do you feel after that?
Start over.
Post-nut clarity. Y'all know what that is?
Yup.
So that means you get nothing. If you can put yourself in the post-nut clarity mindset, you get nothing out of this. So why am I going to give this to you, baby? So why am I going to give you that? What have you done for me to deserve that? Nothing. So, you know, when you walk around with that type of respect for yourself, girls can sense it. Because guess what? Their reality is, niggas coming to me. Dudes is always on me. Dudes is always trying to come up on me. Dudes is always thirsty for me. But why this dude not giving me attention? Hold on, he don't need me? He don't need me? Coochie's not enough? Hold on, my beauty isn't enough to get his attention? Oh, damn, why? I ain't never had this in my life. I want to get to know that guy. What's it about him that makes him feel? And then on top of it, if they do get the chance to get to know you, now they got to bring some real value. Because now, let's say they get to know you. I'm attracted to that guy. He not giving me attention. He don't need me, whatever. All right, bam, she comes to talk to you. Okay? What's up, baby? Oh. Y'all chopping it up. Okay? You know? And what you got to bring to the table, baby? Oh, I am the table. Well, what's the table? What's the table? Coochie? Don't need that. What else you got? Don't need that. What else you got? Oh, what else do you want? See? I just f***ed your whole life up right now. I just gave you the biggest lesson right now. I made you realize that you have nothing to offer me. I just made you realize I take that coochie away, you have nothing to offer. You got nothing. I just gave you the biggest lesson in your life. Congratulations, you're welcome. Okay? Go back to the drawing board. Go get you some real value. Okay? Because that's not going to work over here. Baby, you need to be bringing pay my bills. You need to pay for this.
Pay my bills.
Okay? Hey, Streams, my fault. I know I'm not supposed to be cussing. I know I'm making you do some more editing right now. My fault. But you know, I got to get in my bag right now.
All that,
okay?
Right.
Yo, that's a different type of power, bro. Y'all don't want to be that type of dude? Y'all don't want to be that guy? Y'all want to continue to be the thirsty dudes and blend in and look like everybody else? I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy, okay? I want to be the one powerful guy that these girls can't mess with, that these people can't mess with. Because I don't need nothing from you. It's something about the universal law where you don't need something, you get it anyway. That's actually the way you get it. That's actually the fastest way you do get it. Because it's telling the universe that you already have it. You already are abundant. You don't need it, so therefore you become a magnet. Oh, he's already got it. Okay, let's give him more. Okay? You ever notice when you stop worrying about something, all of a sudden it comes to you? When you stop tripping about getting that paycheck, it comes to you. When you stop tripping about that girl, she hits you up. When you stop worrying about if this event is going to happen to you and it happens. Have you ever noticed that? That's not a coincidence. That is universal law. You know? So once you can learn how to harness that, it's over. It's over. No one can mess with you. So you're telling me that you want to continue to be a loser and be a feather in the wind of life. Getting pulled this way.
Nah.
Okay? If you get horny now, all of a sudden I got to beat off because I'm horny now. I got to beat off.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, bruh, last night I was fighting demons, bruh. I fought them off though. You know what I'm saying? you gotta strive through, man. Like that shit hard as hell sometimes. I don't even know what day I'm on, but I'm just gonna keep it going and keep it rolling, bro. That's it.
If I'm sad, I gotta go eat some shitty food. If I don't feel like going to the gym, I'm not gonna go to the gym. You would rather if I see a girl that isn't bringing any value to my life, okay, she's bringing stress to my life. I'm just gonna continue to mess with her because I feel like I don't have any other options. I should keep messing with this girl because at least she's giving me coaching. So you're getting pulled in all these different directions because you have no discipline. You have no control over your life, over your mental, your spiritual, your physical, your financial. You have no control. You would rather be that than to do a couple months of you mastering yourself and being indestructible. And then on top of it, getting everything you wanted when you were getting everything you think you wanted, okay, when you were being a feather in the wind. You get all that as a byproduct of mastering yourself. Isn't that the crazy thing? That's the crazy paradox of it, you know?
Alright, that's why you need to stop Gooning. I think you raised some valid points. Y'all need to stop Gooning. Fucking G Diddy. Stop Gooning. But all jokes aside, it really does. I don't know. You do feel a different way about things, and like it's hard to explain until you actually take the time to just chill. But you gotta relax on yourself, man. Better shit to be doing.